All right, all right, all right. This is Drew Rippey, Southwind, coming to you from Middle Tennessee, 615, baby. 615. My little studio shed, man cave, out in the woods, at my place. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Upchurch for a while. Met him a couple times. Our band opened for him. And I've been wanting to do a reaction video. I'm going to do some more artists as well. And I'm really going to try to get my channel going. So bear with me, guys. First reaction video ever. I'm going to be reacting to the Other Country Boy official music video. I almost watched it the other day, so I haven't even seen the whole song, heard the whole song or video. Almost watched it the other day, and I decided not to. Well, I was actually sick, and I was like, this would be a good chance for me to do a reaction to one. So I'm going to do that, and go down and subscribe to the channel. Check the channel out. I got a lot of weird stuff in here, a lot of crazy stuff. I actually covered a Upchurch song, Hollerboys, and then I went into outlaw medley. So go check that out. I was in a band a few years ago, and we opened up for Ryan a couple times. Dude's got talent, man. He's a talented dude. He's always keeping people guessing, and his music is raw, and he's kept it. He hasn't signed anybody, and he's kept it pure and raw, and he's especially me being from Middle Tennessee, 615. I really have enjoyed watching him grow. I first met him in 2017, and dude, ever since then and before then, he's just been going crazy. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to have somebody doing big things like that who, is against most of these labels. If you look on his YouTube, bro, he has more subscribers than people like Kid Rock, like Eric Church, it's just nuts, man. It's nuts, and so power to the people. Creek Squad is behind him, especially through this last ordeal. So, guys, check out the channel. Did a cover of a couple of Ryan Upchurch songs. Subscribe, and here we go. Here we go. Nice guitar.
See the silhouette underneath the street light glow, leaned against a caddy on a riverside road, alone and lurking, walking purpose. Even though I'm lonely and the crickets keep me chirping, a lightning bug sits with me on my shoulder, reminding me of how I'll shine when I'm older. But for now, I'm a floor full of ashes in a 90 model car, a couple missing teeth and chewing back at too long. Firewood gas, my attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name, it would fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is playing down paid for, I'm covered up but not on the cover song. I'm the other country boy.
I'm the Other Country Boy. Alright, man. So I got a couple things to say. I won't keep it paused forever. So a couple of those lines, man. What did he say on one of them? He said, I'm the burnt down ash. Let's see.
I'm covered up but name it will fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is playing down.
What was the beginning of the chorus?
Firewood gas, my attitude's no act. The trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass. In a
My attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name. So, man, the dude's so lyrical, man. I'm not trying to kiss his butt, but man, he's just lyrical. It's almost like whenever you read a book of like the old authors, from back in the day, Ernest Hemingway and stuff like that. I'm not comparing him to a famous, timeless writers, but what I'm trying to say is it feels like to me this is almost like a Hollerboys 2. I don't want to say that. But it's almost like a Hollerboys 2. In other words, like each line has got something to take away from it. It's like whenever you hear it, never act an attitude, never enact my attitude. So, and there's nothing, it's just authentic. It's just authentic. And so it seems like with the writing in this song as well, it's not like just mud, trucks, big trucks, and John Deere. And it's more of what made Upchurch who he is, in my opinion. It's more just being authentic, just being real. And, each line, it's like it has something to say. It has something to take away. Sitting around with the lightning bugs. That's stuff whenever we were kids, we called lightning bugs in jars. And so, like, it's just, each line is almost like, just like Hollerboys. It gives me Hollerboy vibes a little bit. And so, I'm really, 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 really digging it. Love the acoustic guitar. I don't know if that was a banjo or a mandolin, maybe. I can't remember. But let's listen to it. I'm gonna pause at the next chorus after the second verse, and then we'll do it again. But yeah, so it's just more stuff. Like each line has something clever or something for you to think about. It's deep, man. I like it. I'm a deep music person. The other country boy. Different kind of country. That's what he is. Johnny Cash with a grill, baby.
Picture perfect, I never learned it. What does that mean? Who's the judge and verdict? No one. I just think they are. My life's sweet, give me a mason jar. A few wooden planks, some wooden call a porch. Living out anthems to be the torch for the imperfect girls and the boys like I once was.
For the imperfect boys and girls.
Imperfect is perfect if you ask someone like us.
Guys, stop it, guys. Yep, and I mean that's what it's about. Old church man, dude. Has he been perfect his whole life? No. Is he gonna say things that's crude and rude and not PC all the time? Yeah. Real people do that from time to time. He said a while back, "Cancel me if you want to." So more to expect. More of the same gold. It's for the imperfect boys and girls like me. And that's the thing, bro, with his music. He could have signed at any point. I know people who are close to him, and they told me at one point, like, he got offered this huge deal by Sony. I don't want to just... It's hearsay, so don't quote me on that. And apparently Big Machine... at some point. But, and so, at any point he could have signed and been like, oh, I'm a millionaire, I got this, I got that. But he did it on his own. He kept it pure. He cared more about the art. This is more of what we need now. He cared more about the art than the money. And that's rare nowadays. And he ain't perfect, man. He ain't perfect. But, man, that's rare. That's rare that somebody cares more about their art than to have somebody say, well, you got to do it this way. You got to do it my way. But he's right. It's for the imperfect boys and girls like me.
I'm a flower of ashes in a 90 model car. A couple missing teeth from chewing back at too long. Fire with gas, my attitude's no act. Trouble was my middle name, it will fit my ass. In a world where the music scene is playing down people, I'm covered up and not on the cover of some. I'm the other country boy.
Country boy.
The other country boy. I've gone head to head with the biggest names. Got golds and platinums on my wall and frames. Talk raw to the stars, they ain't shooting a thing. No EQ to give me around here twang. Came to Natural Music City is my real birthplace.
No EQ. Stop this real quick. no EQ around, no EQ here to give me a twang. So, if you know anything about production, I do a little bit of music production myself. I've only been doing it for a little while. I record some of my own things. I'm learning it. But EQ is where you can take out different frequencies, high, low, and all this stuff. And, he's saying, I'm pretty regular. I don't do much to my voice, don't do too much to this, don't do too much of that. And, when it's real, it's real, man. When it's authentic, it's authentic. That's the whole point. Who is he talking about? There's this woman. Cool. So let's see who he's talking about. He said he. He is the other country boy. He is the pile of ash in the 90 model. Let's see who he's talking about.
He's a full of ashes and a 90 motor car. Couple missing teeth from chewing back too long. Fire with the gas, attitude no act. Trouble was his middle name, it would fit his ass. In a world where the music scene is planned and paid for, he's covered by us, but not on the cover song. He's the other country boy.
She looks mad. She got woken up. She's like, bro. Well, the country boy's about to get that butt whooped. He jumps in bed like that. No, I'm kidding. I know that look. My old lady gives me that old look. My old lady gives me that look. Alright, I think that's it, guys. And shout out to Be Loose. Shout out to Be Loose on this video, man. Those shots were crispy, man. Always crispy, but the shots were I love the lighting. The lighting gives off that like filmy old kind of it was like warm kind of old film vibe kind of. But yeah, so good shots, great video. Nothing new there. Yeah. I really like it, man. I think I'm going to definitely be coming back to this one regular. Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives me a Hollerboys 2 vibe. In other words, what is it? The other country boy. I'm sorry, I had something on my phone. The other country boy, kind of like Hollerboys. So in other words, hey, this is who I am. This is why I'm different kind of country, and this is me. I have these things. The only poison I've had is ivy. So like, all these things that make you who you are. Ashes in a 90 model car. It's good. It's good. It's substance. It's substance, not Bud Light, John Deere, Mud Cricket. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the country rap scene for a while. I shoot a lot of music videos, and I go to a lot of these places. And I mean, it's all good. All that stuff is fun. But at some point, you got to reach down deep, and you got to realize that that is not, like per se what our grandparents thought of whenever they thought of, country, being country. You know what I'm saying? And the dude has an old soul. I can see it. Dude has an old soul. I'm older. I'm not, a young whippersnapper anymore, and I definitely reciprocate that vibe. That's just the way that I feel about things a lot of times. And good song, man. Love it. Love the old vibe. And, so the end, I was listening to it, and I think he said, he was talking about himself, I think, where he said, he's not, what was the line? He's not singing in a bar, but the tears coming around. He was born here in Nashville. In other words, man, all these people, bro. I door dashed for a little while here and there a couple years ago just to make extra money. And I saw so many California license plates, bro. It's like Nashville and Middle Tennessee as a whole will not be Nashville and Middle Tennessee anymore. It's scary. I'm all about a free country, but there's so many people moving here. And I hope I'm wrong, but I think they're trying to change what we are. And it bothers me. Anyway, enough of that. So what he's saying is, there's so many people that come here and so many people that don't even, know your hometown and all this. And he's not one. He's been born here. He was born here. Just like I was born in Hendersonville, right outside of Nashville. So, yeah, and this is the kind of thing like maybe some people, some of these new pop country, Florida Georgia Line trust fund kids. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that they either don't understand or they don't care because they can't relate to it because they didn't come from nothing and they wasn't born here. They came here and I'm coming here to make $1 million in a record deal and I'm gonna play these bars. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's like, just think if it was your hometown and you wanted to protect it and all this stuff. And, I was going to write a song a while back, and I'm still going to. I haven't had time. But it was about this very thing. Because every time I go to Nashville, I haven't been for a while. I went and I did some pictures and videos not long ago. But every time I go to Nashville, man, it just seems like it's changing every time. Something new is going up. And I'm a kind of progressive in the fact that I like new things. I'm like bigger, better, whatever. But at the same time, the beauty of being the other country boy is the simplicity, the way that you can go and you can still like Church lives in Cheatham County, Ashland City area. And he knows all these old stores, all these local people who have these businesses. And, at some point, if things keep going like they are in Nashville, it's going to be swallowed up. And that's a form of authenticity as well. All these people who have these small businesses around here, it's going to be swallowed up. Or it's going to be so jam-packed that you won't even be able to. Well, him especially, he's famous, so he won't even be able to enjoy the things he used to enjoy. But yeah, I relate to this. Coming from somebody who used to be, play in metal bands. I used to skateboard. I used to, I have some songs, some rap, country rap or whatever, but from somebody who used to come from all these different backgrounds, I feel like I'm a different kind of country as well. And my grandfather started a logging business in the 1950s. And so I was raised in the woods. And I used to go with my dad. And I used to help him log, and I would help him grapple these logs or whatever. And so the skidder could pull it up. And, I've been in the woods all my life. So, but I'm not the same kind of country that these trust fund kids and these record companies and all this stuff, they take people who are from like California and they make them like, it makes you sick after a while because it's okay to have diversity, but it makes you sick after a while because it's like that's not Nashville 615 country. That's California country. If there's a thing, I mean, there is. There's a lot of land in California that's not city, but that's not us. And you're taking them and making it not us. And so, big shout out to Church, man. Loved it, dude. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to listen to this one more and keep it on repeat, fully digest it, and then because there's so much lyrical content. You're a lyrical beast, man. So much lyric that I'm gonna go through it and just kind of let it digest. And like a lot of times in these songs, Hollerboys, a lot of his songs, man, you listen to it, and then the next 2 or 3 times you listen to it, you'll be like, whoa, I didn't notice that. I didn't catch that the first time. So, dude, Church's songs are always rich in lyric. I feel like it's like a place where hidden treasure is. You could just find something new every time. So, all right, guys, I'm out here. This is my first reaction. Check out the channel, subscribe. I have a lot of stuff on here. I have songs with. Actually, I have a song with Leroy Biggs. I wish I could go back and redo it now. It was kind of rushed and the production isn't right then. But anyway. Got more music coming on my own. I did a cover of Upchurch, Hollerboys / Outlaw not long ago. So go check that out, man. And shout out to Mr. Church, man. I dig it, bro. Peace.